Welcome back to my chat show, Chat with Ritu. Today we are going to chat with someone who is not just living his dreams, his passion, but who is living his life on his own terms. A man who has not just got one doctorate degree, but two, one in botany and one in IT, and three master's degree. That shows his dedication to knowledge and learning. And that's not all. He's living his life with full passion, and he's made his name in photography as one of the UK's most sought out and admired photographer. And it gives me immense pleasure to invite him on our show. Vineet Johri, welcome to my show. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think I should be calling you Dr. Vineet Johri with two doctorates.
You don't need to. I mean, somebody might say doctor. Somebody might say doctor, but I prefer just Vineet Johri is more than enough. That's my name. So Dr. Vineet Johri used to be, well, of course, when I was more into the hat of PhD, I used to be called doctor, but now because I'm not using my PhDs at all, so I prefer to be called just Vineet.
Right, good. We'll start with a question straight away. When did you first realize you wanted to perform poetry and comedy?
Well, it has been going on ever since. I can remember, I mean, I used to love poetry, I used to love comedy, but performing in front of family, I've always done that. But going on the stage, I think I realized I performed in front of some friends, and then they said, yes, you made us laugh badly. So I thought I should go on the stage and try and share my stories. It's not only just comedy, it's more like storytelling.
Right. So I've heard you before.
Yeah, I think I like storytelling, and then that's where the comedy is.
So comedy comes in. You do the story and comedy pops in. Right. So which came first for you, poetry or humor?
I think humor definitely came first. Ever since I can remember, I was always trying to involve some humor in everything, in everyday life. Poetry came afterwards, but I always had my love for poetry ever since I can remember.
And what makes your style of poetry different from others?
If I analyze my poetry, I would say it's very emotional. There are two different things. Comedy, when I do humor, is very, of course, funny. But when I'm writing poetry, it's very emotional, and it involves more of family values. It involves more of country. It involves more of love. So that sort of poetry. So it's totally two different genres. Comedy, of course, funny, but poetry is emotional.
What everyday moment inspires you when you're doing your poems?
Anything, anything. Inspiration can come from any direction, anytime. So there's no fixed rule. I mean, when you look at things and you feel that, okay, this is something interesting, that inspires. So there's no fixed rule on that. Anything, anytime can inspire you.
Right. Do your personal experiences influence your comedy or poetry? So is it all like your experiences?
It's all my personal experience. I mean, लोग कहते हैं कि जैसे वो ह्यूमर ढूंढते हैं, लेकिन मेरी प्रॉब्लम ये है कि ह्यूमर मुझे ढूंढता है. मैं कहीं भी जाता हूँ, कहीं ना कुछ ऐसी बात हो जाती है which makes me laugh, and I have a story to tell.
What's the most memorable reaction you have had from audience?
Well, I was telling a story once, and somebody came to me and they said, this is the most we have laughed in their life.
Right.
And I'm not sure if they were telling the truth or they were just trying to.
I'm sure telling the truth. And I wanted to know, like, normally do you just work on one poetry at a time, or do you do few at a time?
We have to work on few at the same time, because it happens that you think of one line on one, and another one you're already halfway through, another one you are almost finished. So you're working on many poetry at the same time. It's very difficult to work on one at one time.
One at a time. Yeah. So would you be able to answer this question, which I had next? So roughly how long does it take to do one poetry? So if you're doing multitasking, it's hard to say like how long.
I'm a target driven person. अगर मुझे पता चले कि कल कोई मुझे deliver करना है तो वो रात भर में हो जाएगी. अगर मुझे पता हो कि target नहीं है मेरा कोई, तो वो साल भर भी लगी रहेगी और नहीं होएगी. तो ऐसा कोई time scale नहीं है. It depends on what I'm focused on. अगर मेरे को जरूरत होगी तो मैं 1 घंटे में भी लिख लूँगा. और नहीं जरूरत होगी तो वो 1 साल भी पड़ी रहेगी.
Excellent writer. I'm sure your doctorates and masters, they help you in
Well,
writing.
doctorates have
So
nothing
many.
to do with poetry.
But knowledge,
लेकिन yes,
learning and knowledge.
yeah, exploring is of course
And I
helpful.
think इसमें आप बड़ा सा लिखते हैं ना, in the end, like when you're doing your doctorate or anything, you need to write a lot of words.
Thesis.
So this probably helps you, like, अगर कल करना है तो आप कर सकते हैं, maybe with that thing.
Definitely, yes,
Yeah.
it helps.
Do you edit your jokes and poems a lot before when you're performing, or not really?
Not really. Well, jokes, you don't write them in a day, of course.
Right.
You perform and then you edit and then you perform and then you edit. And my jokes are not actually jokes. These are my real life experiences. So when I have real life experiences, there is not much room to edit unless they are not funny. So incidents, if they are funny, I don't need any edit. Of course, delivery makes a difference, how you deliver a joke. Same joke can go flat if you don't deliver it right. So there is editing, of course, needed, but not always.
What do you think is more important, the content or how you're delivering it?
Both, equally important. Content is also important, but some people can deliver any content and it could look funny.
Right.
And some people, you give them the best joke in the world and let them deliver it, and that will go complete flat. So it's a combination of the two.
And what next for your creative journey?
Next, of course, the comedy show that I'm doing on 24th of Feb. So it's very much every poetry, every story has some flavor of Desi, being Desi. So that's what we are doing on 24th of April.
24th of April. Looking forward to that. I'll be there. Now we are going to do something different, which is going to be rapid fire round, where you have to give answer in just one word.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll try my best.
And you have to be as quick as possible.
I will be very quick.
So, like, it can be right or wrong, but whatever comes to your mind first, just say whatever it is. So when you're writing, what do you need? Tea or coffee?
Nothing.
Nothing? No drinks?
No.
Right.
Nothing.
Or so morning inspiration or midnight creativity?
Midnight creativity for sure. Morning mein so ke nahi udta.
Achha. So no mornings for you. Right. Poetry notebook or phone notes?
Phone notes.
Phone notes. Serious poems or funny poems?
Serious poems.
Right. Stage light or writing alone?
Writing alone.
Good. Favorite topic to write?
Any. Well, when I say any, more of country, I would say.
Country.
Country,
so
yes.
India for you?
India, of course.
India or UK?
India, of course, India.
No, not British at all?
I'm not British, I'm Desi. That's why my show is called Param Desi ho gaya. To itne saal hone ke baad bhi, I'm fully Desi.
Right, so country for you is India.
Yes.
The poem that made you emotional?
Every poem.
Every poem.
Most of my poems are emotional poems. So yeah, they all may. When I write, I feel very emotional. This is why I hardly recite poetry, because I feel emotional when I'm reading them. So I intend not to read them, but sometimes you have to. So I get emotional when I'm reading it.
First line or last line, which is harder?
Last line.
Last line.
First, that's where the poetry starts. You get first line and then you are struggling for next line and then eventually it unfolds.
Right.
And by the time you reach to the end, you feel like, okay, finish it off, yaar, bahut ho gaya.
And one comedian you admire?
Amit Tandon, I would say, all the way.
Amit Tandon, my favorite too. Crowd laugh or thoughtful silence?
Thoughtful silence, I would say.
Right. And one word that inspires your writing?
Parents.
Yeah. That's a good word.
Yeah.
If your poetry had a flavor, what would it be?
Sweet.
Sweet. Good. And now one last one. One line. So here you can actually say a line, not a word. One line of advice for any young poet.
Oh, Baba. मैं खुद ही young poet हूँ अभी तो.
So anyone who is probably older, not younger than.
नहीं. Well, it's a difficult advice देना बड़ा difficult है. ज्ञान फैलना कोई फायदा नहीं. लेकिन I think write if you feel like writing, write. That's all I can say. I don't know if I'm eligible to advise anybody.
Of course, you are with that many doctorates, masters, and
No,
everything you have done.
that's a separate
You're most
story.
eligible to
That's
give
a
advice.
separate story. Doctorate has got nothing to do with poetry. So poem, if you can write it, you write it. I mean, there's no limit to it. You keep writing for yourself.
So anyone who wants to do it can do it.
Can do it, yes, of course.
Anyone who's got passion for that can go for it.
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
good. And I think that's it. That's all I had. So anything you want to say, anything you want to add?
No, thank you. Thank you very much for your time, and it's an absolute pleasure to be with you. I would like to say that on 24th of April is my show. We are calling it Pomedy, which is combination of poetry and comedy.
Right.
Do join in. I mean, I can share the link and people can buy
We'll
their
be
tickets.
sharing this through our
There are some early birds offer going on at the moment. So if
I've
you want-
already booked it.
Yes, you are coming. That's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, people can join. See you there.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.